All praise. Hebrews 13:17, prophets on the scene, wash your souls clean before we go into the gasoline. Took a while to understand Psalms 111:10. Brother calling me from Mississippi, trying to build a man. I flushed 14 grams, it made angels rejoice. It made me and Satan divorce, no spousal support. I'm running the course with my hand to the plow. Now putting in the pebble the way Soldier James taught me how. Break it out. It strengthened my spirit when we in the building. Ain't no feeling like giving the precept for a precept given. Preach, MOV conditions, teach, 7-second living. We, 2 Timothy 2:15, represent us with a common interest. Prophesy to the wind, reveal the man of sin, enduring to the end. We the watchmen for Israel, cause we watch it for Israel. We the watchmen for Israel, cause we watch it for Israel. We the watchmen for Israel, cause we watch it for Israel. We the watchmen for Israel, cause we watch it for Israel. We the watchmen for Israel, cause we watch it for Israel. We the watchmen for Israel, cause we watch it for Israel. We the watchmen for Israel, cause we watch it for Israel. We the watchmen for Israel, cause we watch it for Israel. We the watchmen for Israel, cause we watch it for Israel. We the watchmen for Israel, cause we watch it for Israel. We the watchmen for Israel, cause we watch it for Israel.
Shalom, shalom, let's get it. You already know, Watchman Radio. I'm Officer Ace, I'm here with
Officer Yorkland,
Officer Abel, Officer Cola,
Officer Gabriel.
Hey, let's go. You know we got to kick it off right. Ezekiel 3, verse 17.
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 3 and verse 17. Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore hear the word at my mouth, and give them warning from me.
That's the job of a watchman. We doing that worldwide. Everywhere you see us, we giving you warning. Read on.
When I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, and thou givest him not warning.
If we don't warn you of the consequences of your actions, read.
Nor speakest to warn the wicked from his wicked way.
Read.
To save his life.
To do what?
To save his life.
That's why we do it, to save your life. But God is saying if we don't do the job he called us to do, read.
The same wicked man shall die in his iniquity. But his blood will I require at thine hand.
We gonna get the blood off our hands every time we hit the street, every time we hit the airways, we getting the blood off our hands. Read on.
Yet if thou warn the wicked, and he turn not from his wickedness, nor from his wicked way, he shall die in his iniquity.
So if we warn you and you refuse to change, we're not telling you to do what we said, we telling you to do what God said. You refuse to change, you gonna die in your sin, read.
He shall die in his iniquity, but thou hast delivered thy soul.
But we have delivered our soul. Isaiah 62 verse 6.
Yes, sir. Ezekiel chapter 62 and verse 6.
Isaiah 62 verse 6. I messed you up because I messed up. My bad.
I have set watchmen upon thy walls.
What did the Lord do?
I have set watchmen upon thy walls.
The Lord has set watchmen upon thy walls. He set up watchmen for who? For you. Read.
O Jerusalem, which shall never hold their peace.
We not going to hold our peace. We not going to keep quiet. We going to speak about all the hidden things, the things that they keep in secret that's taking place right up under our nose, that's affecting our people, that's keeping us in the conditions we in. Read on.
Which shall never hold their peace day nor night. Ye that make mention of the Lord, keep not silence.
Read it again.
Ye that make mention of the Lord, keep not silence.
We make mention of the Lord day in and day out, and we is not going to keep silent. Read on.
And give him no rest till he establish, until he make Jerusalem a praise in the earth.
We not going to stop until Jerusalem is made a praise in the earth. Understand that? So without further ado, we got to get into the show. Let's go ahead and get to it.
Let's do it. Let's do it. First and foremost, what are we going to get into? We're going to get into the local news.
We got to get right to the local news.
Hey, I know y'all been hearing about what happened. What was this, 2 days ago? The sister, she got shot up on what, 79th?
79th of May.
Down the street from where our school used to be.
Yep.
We used to have camp and flyer missions right in that same area.
Yep.
If I'm not mistaken. But let's get into what video was that? Video number 3? Is that video number 3?
Hey, and for those of y'all that don't know, that is the Auburn Gresham neighborhood on the south side. This is not another country. This is not another city. All right? Just
Let's
so
play
y'all
it from
know
the
that.
top. What do it say? They got a timestamp? Yeah, okay. Let's play it from the top.
So they saw,
Play it from the top.
the young man and the woman shot up.
Yeah, play it from the top. Go ahead.
There were multiple shooters who fired dozens of shots, perhaps more than 50. Remarkably, all of those bullets missed a baby who was sitting in the car that was targeted.
Investigators remained at the scene well after nightfall at this corner littered with shell casings, where somehow a baby in this bullet-riddled car emerged unscathed.
What's the purpose of shooting at a car when you know there's a child in the car? That doesn't make any sense. Yeah, it could be a lot of other people who's lost their life here today.
Kirk Bell is the godfather of 26-year-old Gabrielle Ayers, who relatives identify as the woman who was shot and killed in her white Chevy sedan around 1:30 p.m. at 79th and May Street, her car then crashing into a van.
This here is unbelievable. This young lady was a beautiful young lady with a beautiful child, and life just cut short. For what?
Ayers' boyfriend in the car also shot multiple times, but her 13-month-old baby daughter, who was sitting in the back, escaped unhurt.
It's a miracle that baby was not shot. It's a miracle.
St. Sabina Church is around the block from where the gunfire erupted, and the church's food pantry is on that corner. People inside hiding in a back room, and after the gunfire, emerged to help the victims.
So they saw, the young man and the woman shot up in the car as they were trying to get the baby out. But they gave the baby immediately to the police, and the policewoman took it in her car and was holding it.
They need to clean this city up. They need to. This gangs and the shooting and the killing is just unbelievable.
Gabrielle Ayers' mother tells me her daughter worked as a hairstylist and was training to be a letter carrier. Police have not offered a motive for the shooooting.
Wow.
Hey, so it's crazy what happened with that sister. 50 shots. 50 shots. 50 shots. She was a beautiful young sister. Very beautiful young sister. The daughter, beautiful daughter. It was her boyfriend, and then the daughter in the back seat. The guy probably got hit once or twice. The bulk of what they were doing was aimed at her. Why? Anybody know why? Anybody want to take a guess why? But before we take a guess why, I want to mention the white guy who spoke. He's the head of a church. I don't want to say his name. I ain't giving him a little clout.
Yep.
He got a problem. Give me Exodus 11. I ain't saying his name. I know his name.
We know his
Give
name.
me Exodus 11.
We know his
11
name.
and 7. He
know
said
his
something,
name.
and it struck a nerve with me. He was like, they found the baby, they took the baby, and gave it to the police, and the police officer had it. It. You see how they think about us? It. That's a baby. It's a he or she, and if you don't know what it is, it's a baby.
No. According to him, we don't exist. We're a thing. We're property to him.
I'm going to hip you to something.
Bring it out.
Same guy, that neighborhood got him up here.
Yes. He
Auburn
is Jesus
Gresham?
Christ to them. Yeah.
Auburn Gresham holds him up in high esteem. I'm telling you.
Oh, yeah. Remember we did that camp? They had a little prayer on the 9?
Yep.
Boy, we must have been every devil in the world.
Yep.
Trying to show them that they the best people in the world. But they had all the hatred and all the smoke for us. We don't consider you as a it or a thing. We say you the gods and princesses on this earth.
That's right.
But he called you a thing.
You know how people do. Whoever give them something,
Yep.
whoever provides them with something, this is a good person. This person cares about me. This person is somebody that I'm going to stand up for.
And that's why they think so little of us, because they always say, what do you do for the community?
Yep.
What are you doing? In other words, what have you given me? What have you done for me? I'm teaching you who you are.
This.
Go ahead.
He gives me that.
Yeah.
He has this set up in my neighborhood.
Yep.
I'm telling you, that neighborhood will fight you about that man.
Yeah. They will put you to death about that man.
For real.
It. Go ahead.
The book of Exodus, chapter 11 and verse 7.
What the scripture say?
But against any of the children of Israel.
I don't care if you over there on Auburn, Gresham, don't know that you Israel. The Lord said, what about y'all?
But against any of the children of Israel.
When they speaking about you, they got to put respect on your name.
Right.
They got to actually understand who you are and treat you with reverence. Will he teach you that in his Bible? No, he ain't going to teach you that. He's going to continue to lie. He's going to continue to perpetuate white Christ, white dominance. That's why our brothers can easily shoot his sister 50 times because they reverence this man. Go ahead, read.
But against any of the children of Israel shall not a dog.
Who?
A dog.
Do what?
Move his tongue.
A dog should not move his tongue. Give me Matthew 15 to show you what we're talking about when we say a dog. A dog should not move his tongue against the children of Israel. A dog? You calling him a dog? Yeah. If he's not the nation of Israel, yes, he is a dog.
Right.
Let's go.
The book of Matthew, chapter 15 and verse 24. But he answered and said, I am not set but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
He's telling this to the Canaanite woman, the Canaanitish woman. Was it a Canaanitish woman? He was telling the woman, listen, I ain't got no blessings for you. She reached out and was like, Lord, help me, help me. No, I ain't sent to you. I'm only sent to the nation of Israel, he told the woman. Read.
Bring it out.
Then came she and worshipped him, saying, Lord, help me. But he answered and said, it is not meet to take the children's bread.
The children of Israel's bread, or the children of Israel's blessings, and do what?
And to cast it to dogs.
He called her a dog.
That's
you
right.
other nations, you ain't other nation of Israel. The Lord said you are a dog, and you better watch your mouth when you speak to the children of Israel, however you speak to them. Keep going. Was that it?
Verse 27.
That's it. That's it. I wanted to touch that because he called my sister a it. So if you calling the sister it, who made the it?
He calling the people also an it.
Yes.
So in a sense, you are correct because he is speaking directly against the children of Israel.
Most definitely.
That's it on that.
The brother said something after this. The brother said they need to do something. The brother is a pastor, and he's the godfather. Yeah, he's a godfather. He's a pastor and a godfather. When I was reading the black guy, he said they need to do something about this community. They need to clean it up.
Yeah, him. Hey, this line up, because I ain't gonna jump the gun, but this line up into why it's the way it is in this city. All this gonna line up, and we gonna show you that tonight.
And it's still crazy because the mayor that we have here.
Oh man.
Didn't he say a few weeks ago, or a few months ago,
Bring it out.
that crime was at an all-time
Heard
low?
that.
What was that,
I
September?
heard that.
In August?
I heard that.
He said that the crime was at an all-time low, but yet we still looking at the same trend over and over and
Ain't
over
nothing
again.
changed.
We
Ain't
keep
nothing
hearing
changed.
about percentages.
Yeah.
Excuse me, my Chicago accent just kicked in. We
All
keep
praise.
hearing about percentages.
That's
and-
because of somebody you sit
and-
next to.
I know, right?
His Hebrew is
I know,
real.
right? Man. But we keep hearing about that, but then we seeing Dracos and switches. So what is you saying? That's not reality. We can't be lying to the people.
Definitely.
And the thing is, when you look at, can we go back to the video and rewind it with the cones on the street?
The evidence markers.
It
the
was
yellow tag.
over 50 shells in the street. Over 50 shells.
Broad daylight.
Yes.
Don't forget that. Don't forget that part.
Can't forget that.
Broad daylight.
So
1 o'clock.
So it don't matter. Negroes don't care to Negroes. If
And
it's
it's
cold
cold.
outside.
And it's cold.
That
They
too.
supposed to be inside.
They don't care for that.
That's
Bruh.
gonna be with their wife getting some wife heat. You know what I'm saying?
I like
love
that.
in their rib,
That's
getting
PG-13.
their wife heat. You feel me?
But look though, the killer part about this too, bruh, it been so many shootings in the wintertime, it'll make your head spin.
Yeah.
It's usually like this in the spring and the summer.
Yep.
But bruh, it been going down and it been freezing.
It's negative. You got negative degree wind chills, and brothers still out here busting guns, man. This stuff is crazy. Right. That shows you that the hatred in this city is at an all-time high.
Oh yeah, definitely.
The crazy part about it is that they look like kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they was about 12 years old.
Yeah.
16 years old. Like they was real little kids doing this shooting.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I was looking. I'm like, the gun was bigger than them.
Yep. That's it on that. I know we got some more.
Yeah, that's it on that one.
Let's get that next one.
Let's go. We asked why. Why is this happening? Why did this happen, my brother? Do you know why this happened? We're going to go to the next clip after this. But why did this happen?
Just to add to, well, we got to understand too, Esau is behind a lot of this stuff. Just think, right? They wanted to stop the violence in Chicago. How many troops are they sending to Venezuela? They went and took a president, right?
Yes.
They went and took a president, but you can't stop the violence in the street of Chicago?
It get deep, officer.
Come on.
We gonna get to it. I'm trying to be patient over here.
All right.
No, you good. I'm just saying I'm trying to be patient because we gonna have to spill the beans. We gonna have to show how these brothers getting these guns, because they not going in the gun store saying, let me get that Draco, let me get that switch.
They can't, because Chicago has literally one of the strictest policies on actually obtaining a firearm. So it's impossible for them to be able to just easily access these weapons. So how are they getting it?
Right. We ain't got no gun factories, man, making no guns and no bullets.
Hey, them brothers look like the Russian mafia with the Dracos where they was out there.
From training day.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know how to get them things. I've been trying to get me one. I can't get none the legal way.
Hey, because they didn't say it that especially in the state of Illinois, that rifles or high-powered rifles, machine guns, things of that nature are forbidden. You can't even think about buying them.
Right.
So how are they on the street?
I know it was illegal 2 years ago, and before that it was legal, and I think it's legal now. So they switched it.
They keep flipping flopping.
But mind you, what you saying? I don't mean to cut you off. What you saying? All those laws affect the law-abiding citizens.
Absolutely.
It ain't doing nothing to them.
Absolutely.
Because they still got you could get a rifle, but yours can't be fully auto. They got fully auto.
Absolutely.
Switches. That stuff is illegal.
It's illegal.
More heat to come down on you, and you got a license opposed to them.
The laws in Illinois as far as having a firearm is more stricter to the person that is trying to keep the law versus who are not trying to keep the law. There's more buildings to tell you, if you have a concealed and carry license, you cannot enter this building with your firearm, but you have a permit. You went through the course. You went through all the skills that it took for you to be able to proper use the firearm, and you went through the laws. So you're preventing law-abiding citizens from protecting themselves.
But you got to look at it like this too. You walk your happy ass in a facility, concealed carry. Somebody may see that and get triggered and blow your goof ass away. So it's best not to just go into an establishment armed up like that, because you might be putting yourself in danger. Right. Even though you might think you end up might potentially prevent something from happening, you would be the status or a statistic. So it works both ways. It works both ways. But nonetheless, we're going to answer why this may have potentially happened, right? Go ahead and play this. This man, he found this sister's Facebook page. And she say a lot of things on her Facebook page. You know? Let's see what we uncover.
It's eerie to see that her last post is, I stay humble because I done seen people laugh at somebody, then turn around and become the same thing they joked about.
Damn.
She would repost this, right?
Damn.
All we have to do is look back a couple of months.
And then the next day she got killed.
Not even that, but just looking at some of the things that she posts, bitches be poor as fuck behind all that trolling. Stay from around me with that mad at the world shit. I like to laugh and talk shit. If you see my man smiling when I'm not around, mace him. Apple don't fall too far. Y'all be slow as fuck, just like y'all whack ass mammies. I don't let shit slide. I just ain't got to you yet, bitch. On my soul, that part hold tight.
So she egging somebody on. Whoever she
Wish hoes
got
died for
some beef with, she egging them on.
And this is the culture on Facebook.
Yes.
Because because I know how our people think, especially out here. They say, "Oh, you putting this up here? You trying to just no? This how everybody do on the internet. Somebody
it
died.
Ain't no secret,
right?
We ain't blowing nobody cover.
Right.
You can go find this yourself.
Somebody die, they troll them.
Right.
They make a joke.
Right.
Oh man, they got their wig split.
Right.
They doing this on the internet.
They got left.
Right. This common practice. And then with him, when we act like this and treat each other like that, this just justification for them.
It's entertainment for them, really.
They make documentaries and stuff off
They
this.
make big money. You sit on their sofa, you spill all your beans to them. They get paid while you get to run your mouth. You don't get nothing out of this. What, you get a name? No, don't nobody really respect you, though. Let's keep playing.
These are the type of things that this girl was posting. She doesn't seem like she's the happiest person. She seems like she likes to use Facebook to talk shit, and history shows that. Now, back in November, she would write, "I be outside, I ain't finna bump no keyboards, thank you, goodbye." There would be another post saying, "Laugh my fucking ass off, you stay on 47th in Michigan, you drive a Kia with, I guess, a license plate number." And then she says, "I don't give a fuck about no bitch posting that crib, I'm moving." So apparently her address got dropped. She was beefing with somebody and they dropped her address. She says she don't give a fuck.
Real
And then
quick. Stuff like that ain't no laughing matter. Because people could find you if they get your plate. They can search your plate, find everything. And then somebody drop her address.
Also, when you go back to the other post that he had, apparently somebody told her something because she made a post, which, I ain't gonna say the word, hoes basically died for laughing. So somebody must have warned her of something she was joking about, of them retaliating against her for her to post that.
You gonna see it. You gonna see it.
Go ahead, y'all, play on.
Response was, "Now let me post her dead ass brother in casket on my page."
Ooh, that's so disrespectful.
That's a crazy response. And the comments are gone.
That's so disrespectful.
Hold on. Hey, get Proverbs chapter 31, verse 30.
I just wanted to show. I was just reading this and look at the shares.
Yes.
That is crazy.
Absolutely.
Look at the shares on it.
How many? I don't see it. Oh,
671. But this commonplace, though, that's what I'm saying. This commonplace, this ain't like, oh, we just found this, so we just talk. No, she just one person. This is how the generation of today do on this internet.
Absolutely.
Everybody is always clowning the dead. Everybody always trolling the dead. Everybody always, man, it's smoke behind my auntie, my cousin, my brother. But then they over there doing the same thing. This commonplace. Just go through Facebook. You will see this. Somebody taking pictures in front of somebody's grave headstone.
Smoking them.
All type of stuff, bro.
Yeah, get Proverbs 31 and 30. Because as we can see, the sister, she got a nice little appearance, right?
Yeah.
But it's not the appearance that what gets, that beautifies a sister. Mm-hmm. It's the inner side.
Discretion.
And when you see how she's posting, you can see that's how she talk.
Right.
So it's not the beauty on the inside, on the inside that is very attractive. Mm-hmm. She has an ugly ass spirit. Mm-hmm. Read what you got.
The book of Proverbs.
She
had an ugly spirit. Read.
Proverbs chapter 31 and verse 30. Favor is deceitful, and beauty is vain.
You hear what God said? Beauty is vain. All that good looks and all that don't move nobody no more. Read on.
But a woman that feareth the Lord, she shall be praised.
A woman that has discretion in her speech. Read. Jump up to verse 26, because how a righteous woman is supposed to speak is very different from how the sisters in Chicago speak.
Right.
How they speak in Chicago is very, very disrespectful. It's very, very bold, like nobody can touch them. They feel like they above everybody.
Right.
And they gotta understand that the power in their words, there's a judgment that comes behind it. Read what you got in verse 26.
Verse 26, she openeth her mouth.
This is how a righteous woman is supposed to speak. Read.
She openeth her mouth with wisdom.
Come on.
And in her tongue is the law of kindness.
A righteous woman would be able to use discretion in how she speaks.
Yes.
But you can tell there is no discretion in any of these posts that she's doing openly on the internet, that obviously with 671 shares, that there's been not one comment to say, don't say that.
Right. How many comments? It's only one
It's
comment.
only one comment.
One comment.
Not one person sat there and was like, hey, stop doing that. Take this off. Where is the men in her life to sit there and say, hey, you shouldn't be doing that. You shouldn't be talking like that. That's not how a woman is supposed to be addressing people in these streets.
Right.
We gotta understand this is a wicked world that we living in. Go ahead, officer.
I just want to say, can we get Proverbs 18 and 21? Because you so-called black and Hispanics and Native Indians, y'all got to understand, all that beefing and running your mouth, there is a judgment for that stuff. And the Bible says it. Watch this. Read it.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 18 and verse 21.
Read.
Death and life.
What? Say it again.
Death and life.
Say it one more time.
Death and life.
Death and life.
Bring it out.
Are in the power of the tongue.
Y'all don't understand that. What you say will get you killed.
Yes.
What you say will get you in trouble. Read on. Watch this.
And they that love it shall eat the fruit thereof.
Because this happens over and over again, and it's not just her. There's been many incidents of our people run their mouth on social media, and judgment comes behind that.
Right.
Bro, there's been a story since the last 10, 15 years when all this stuff started kicking off where they've been jumping on the internet. Somebody will be in the video, yeah, F them, F this side. They brother dead, this, that, and the third. And then what? Somebody find them.
Right.
Somebody catch them at a bus stop, a grocery store, a Maxwell's, something.
When they least expect it. You thinking it's going to happen in that moment where you said it, they'll catch you a year later, 2 years later, when you didn't think the beef done died and everything. No, they going to get you. They going to get you.
And we in that age where it's something called dropping lows.
Yeah.
Short for dropping locations.
Yeah.
People do that.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, you know so-and-so, he right here. He getting him a slice of pizza. He over here right now.
And they gonna run up on you.
Oh, yeah.
While you least expect it, they're gonna run up on you while your guard down, and they're gonna blow your brain out.
Yep. That's how it go.
And it's like that little that scripture. I forget where it said. Is it in Kings? No, it ain't in Kings. It might be in Proverbs. It'd be like, don't speak ill of the king, because a birdie in the air, it's gonna get around. Whatever you say, it's going to get around. It's Ecclesiastes. Hey, if we can find it, let's pull that up. Pull that up, because the Lord already done warned you about running your damn mouth. 10:20. Ecclesiastes 10 and 20. Let's get there real quick.
Ecclesiastes chapter 10 and verse 20. Curse not the king.
Curse not the king. And in our instance, watch your mouth about anybody you talk about. Right? Because people love their people. People love the king. So the king in this context would be the people. Read.
No, not in thy thought. And curse not the rich in thy bedchamber. For a bird of the air shall carry the voice, and that which hath wings shall tell the matter.
Somebody gonna tell the matter. Somebody gonna be like, hey, so and such and such. I heard him say so and such about him. He right here. What you want me to do about it? What you want me to do?
It's too many examples like that in Chicago.
Yes.
It's way too many examples like that in Chicago.
Yes.
I got a scripture for Chicago. Let's
Bring
get
it
this
out.
real quick. I know we got a lot to get to.
Come on.
Get Sirach 38 and 23.
Yes,
This
sir.
what Chicago needs to memorize this scripture. They need to read it and really digest what this says.
That's it.
Sirach chapter 38 and verse 23. When the dead is at rest.
When the dead is at rest, somebody just lost their life, they dead. Read.
Let his remembrance rest.
Chicago don't do that. Y'all troll, y'all mock. I remember it was a video went viral. Some dudes was urinating on somebody's headstone. The disrespect be at an all-time high here.
Right.
Because we gonna tell you a lot of these killings, because don't nobody want to keep it 100, keep it real, as we say.
Right.
These killings be revenge killings. Ain't nobody waking up, I got my Draco, there go a car, I'm just finna shoot it. No, these be revenge killings for somebody said or somebody did. And people hold grudges.
Yes.
That's why it's a murderous spirit here. And some of it be petty. Y'all used to fight each other in high school. From the fight, it went to gunshots. They killed your best friend or they killed your brother, your cousin. Now, they've been warring with each other for 10 years. Silly, dumb. But this is the issue that we have. We don't respect the dead here. Read it again.
When the dead is at rest, let his remembrance rest.
Read.
And be comforted for him when his spirit is departed from him.
We don't understand that in Chicago. We mock the dead here.
Right.
Our people mock the dead in this city. Go ahead.
Yeah. Let me see that Facebook video that's after this one, because we got another instance of a sister. I don't know. Did we finish this video? Did we get to the 8-minute timestamp? All right. Let's continue watching this video. Let's continue with this video. Then we're gonna go on.
Facebook. Now that she's dead and it's going viral. The next day she would write, and my location can stay up forever. Blizz finna get a 30-day trial on my profile picture. All bets off, my daughter go in and out that bitch with no worries, come playing. Gonna feel the hardest shit ever. She basically saying, her daughter comes in and out the house, no issue, come over to that house, you gonna get shot. She's inviting the smoke. She's letting them know she be there with her daughter. And what? 90 days later they slid? And it's crazy to think that with all this bullshit going on, she would have Malcolm X right here under education. And even a photo of her daughter that survived the shooting. Now this is the boyfriend, the real Skull Money 085. He's from Bounce Out Gang 8564. I mean, y'all can jump on Reddit and learn about these young motherfuckers. They apparently smacking shit. And he got shot in his ass in this shooting. Luckily, he survived. But it doesn't even sound like he was the target in the case. It sounds like it was her, that she was involved in some whole other shit. And a blog would actually get more in depth. According to Humble Hustle Gaming, this would say the word on the streets, that was Mellow Buck's people that killed that girl. Now I'm gonna let y'all know this is pure allegations, but if y'all don't remember, Mellow Bucks was the one whose album release got shot up and a whole bunch of girls got hit. Now YFG Fatso would react to the passing of his sister Gina, who was shot and killed yesterday on 79th and May. I don't know if this is actually his sister, someone he was cool with, but apparently he'd post, "Damn G, Gab, you hurt our hearts today, but I ain't never in my whole life bled, bitch. Consequence, baby, I got us." And he would post, you know, a screenshot of messages between them.
That ain't the way.
YFG Fatso was one of the main.
That ain't the way. You talking what you talking, bro. That ain't the way. It's not even smart that he would even say that. Maybe he changed his mind, changed his heart. It was like, I ain't gonna do nothing. But if anything do happen, they'll come back and be like, look, we understand that you had an issue.
Police read these statuses.
They read these statuses, bro. This ain't the way, bro. That ain't how you do it. You finna say something?
Yeah, I got another script, if I may. Psalms chapter 52 and verse 1. Psalms chapter 52 and verse 1.
That's that
go back
of
to
revenge.
go back to that video and put those comments up on the screen. Read what you got.
Psalms chapter 52 and verse 1.
Come on.
Why boastest thou thyself in mischief?
Ain't that what the sister was doing that whole time, trolling? A lot of times when we sit there and be trolling on social media, oh, you ain't gonna do nothing, you ain't gonna do this, you boasting yourself in evil. Come on.
Almighty man, the goodness of God endureth continually.
Read.
Thy tongue deviseth mischief.
The tongue. You sitting there using your thumbs, posting stuff. You ain't gonna do this. Your dead brother in the casket. All this evil is all mischief.
Your tongue deviseth mischief. You created that world. You created your outcome.
Absolutely.
With your mouth.
Yep.
Come on.
Wow. Hey, the scriptures is heavy, bro. The Lord trying to warn you beforehand. Y'all better learn about the Lord, bro.
Read, finish that out.
Thy tongue deviseth mischief, like a sharp razor, working deceitfully.
Working deceitfully. Come on, read the next verse.
Thou lovest evil more than good.
You love evil more than you love good. You like to stir up the beef, keep the beef going, whatever it is, more than you want to have a peaceful life. That's what it is here in Chicago. All it is beef, beef, and more beef.
Right.
But no, there's no conflict resolution nowhere in sight. Nobody, all her so-called friends that are sitting there sharing or posting or she texting or whatever the case may be, ain't not one of them sat there and said, take that stuff off the screen. Take it down. Don't post it.
Right.
Hey, Officer, and I can't say it enough, she ain't the only one. A lot of our people here, you cry when the murders happen, but y'all eat this stuff up. You see the people that hate us, they make vlogs, they interview everybody that's into it, and they keep the BS going because they get their ratings, they get their views. If you really tired of this, y'all got to stop entertaining this stuff.
And that's the thing, because when you got a trend that's hot, a lot of these monetized platforms, they going to speak on it just to get the views, so they can get paid off of a misfortune.
Not speaking on it to come to a resolution like we doing. We speaking on it to come to a resolution. We speaking on it to let you know that there is another way. But what a lot of people doing is speaking on it, like you said, for financial gain. That's terrible. That is terrible that you will allow your life to be reduced to somebody's financial gain.
And that's crazy, because what you said earlier, we supposed to be above all people.
Yes.
We supposed to set the standard of what living actually is, or how to conduct ourselves in public. But our sisters and our brothers, we fail to do that time and time again. We don't want that power.
Oh yeah.
Yep. That's it on that. I know we got some more. Let's get the next one, y'all. And a lot of y'all, some of y'all feathers might be getting ruffled. What y'all know? We speaking on the facts. What goes on here?
She talking crazy about the dead too. Watch what happen. Read. Play it.
Slap me. Slap me. Bitch, go pick up your dead homeboy before I slap the shit out of you. Well, yeah, bitch, go pick up your dead homeboy, bitch. You mad? You mad? You mad? You mad? Your homeboy dead. What the other little mad ass nigga at behind his dead homeboy? What the other little mad nigga at behind his dead homeboy?
Pause.
Yeah,
real
what
quick.
the little...
You sisters, y'all be so, like you just said, they be bold as hell with their mouth. They say what they want to say. You think won't nobody roll up on you? They got family. People, family not tolerating certain stuff. Now she's saying that to him, but the cousin might hear it. The uncle might see this video like, oh yeah?
Them brothers was trying to show that sister some mercy. They walking off on her like not really paying her attention. What you saying hurting my feelings, but I ain't gonna really let you know that that's what's happening. But it ain't gonna be too many of what you saying.
Nah.
It ain't gonna be too many. Go ahead.
Y'all remember that video when the lady got shot outside that chicken place where the little boy came and shot the lady, but she was talking to that man. Remember going back and forth with him, and then he pieced her up.
Yeah. No, her son shot the man and punched her.
Right.
That was here, right?
That was Chicago.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm saying like this, you gotta watch what you say. You can't just say whatever the hell you come out your mouth. You know what I'm saying? So it just shows you judgment can happen right then and there.
Oh yeah.
Right then and there. What they say, your mouth right to check, your ass can't cash.
Yeah.
Go ahead, play on.
Bitch at behind the dead little bitch. Y'all, fuck y'all. Fuck Roy City, bitch.
Wow.
Fuck y'all, bitch. Y'all ain't gonna do shit. Bitch, stop looking. Give me my motherfucking money before I shoot at you. Stupid bitch. No. Go ahead. My stomach.
Hey, but look though.
In my stomach.
But that's how it go.
Bring
When
it
you
out.
doing all of this, you laughing. It's a joke.
No, we just like, wow.
But when the bullets start flying,
It's a
now you
whole
screaming
different
to God.
song. Yeah.
Now you screaming to God.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I know y'all got something. Go ahead. Bring
well,
it out.
I want to, because I was a call out, brought out a perfect scripture. Go back to Psalm chapter 52, verse 4. Because this woman, like he just said, her mouth wrote a check her ass couldn't cash.
Right.
That's crazy, man.
Right.
Like, judgment happened just that quick. I read.
The book of Psalms, chapter 52 and verse 4. Thou lovest all devouring words, O thou deceitful tongue.
She loved those devouring words talking about, hey, your dead homie dead, throwing it all in their face. Look, when you lose somebody, you hurt behind that thing.
Yeah.
You willing to kill somebody behind that thing.
Yeah.
Anybody speaking, your emotions be all over the place. You never know what somebody is liable to do when they going through that loss like that, especially if that's their homie. Read.
God shall likewise destroy thee forever.
Who? Read it again. Who?
God shall likewise destroy thee forever.
You hear that? God is going to destroy you for having that devouring tongue, devouring words, saying hateful things to one another. Read.
He shall take thee away and pluck thee out of thy dwelling place.
Right where you think everything is all good, he going to take you away when you're in your comfort. She thought nothing was going to happen for real. But guess what? It happened just in a moment. Read.
And root thee out of thy land, out of the land of the living, Selah.
He going to take your life from you. So you better watch what you say.
Hey, the scripture saying your security, you'll be destroyed. They be really, you talking crazy like this, like you won't get caught up with. It could be the next day or within a few minutes for her. We got that next one.
And she was all in her emotions. You know what that was about.
Yeah,
Just about her and her little emotions. That's it.
Yeah.
Let your emotions lead you. They going to deceive you for real. Give me what's that I want? I want video 7. Yeah, that's it. Video 7.
So you just in the club and shit, bro?
Yeah, boy.
Said what?
Shit, I ain't losing. I was sipping water.
Nah, though, but you out here like you ain't into it with niggas like me, though.
Yeah, though, what you gonna buy me in the club, boy?
Hey, you know.
All the people in here, boy.
I know. You know when we get out of here, though, I'm clapping you, right? Soon as we leave up out of here, I'm clapping you, bruh. It's not sweet, bruh. You can't be out here perping and shit, bruh.
Why he sound like Soldier Jacob? You can't be out here, bruh. Hey, that might be a little skit or whatever, but it be happening like that for real.
Yep.
You'll run into somebody that you talk cash money to and thinking that ain't nothing gonna happen. It'll happen to you. You will get did in. Give me Jeremiah 29. Jeremiah 29 and 7.
Come on.
The Lord told us it's a particular way we have to be. And that thug, that nigga don't last but for so long. That hardened, unfazed, stoic nigga, he only lasts but for so long. He either grow up or die.
That's it.
He learned a very hard lesson in his nigga age. That nigga don't take you far. But read this. This is what the Lord wants from us, you Israelites. Go ahead.
Jeremiah chapter 29 and verse 7.
Bring it out.
And seek the peace of the city.
Nah, beef with the city.
Seek the peace of the city.
The Lord says seek the peace of the city. Wherever you going, you should be trying to make peace there. Trying to make life a better place. Because there's already enemies against us that hate us, that don't want us to thrive, survive, live, or nothing. They want to take us for every penny we got. The moment we born to the time we die, they got a check to get cashed off of our ass. You finna say something?
Hey, you see how the Lord be lining stuff up real quick?
He do.
Because can you read that again from what the keep reading that.
And seek the peace of the city, where I have caused thee to be carried away captive, and pray unto the Lord for it.
We're at here, the place where you were carried captive. It don't matter that they beat the hell out of us and made us stupid and made us forget who we were, and they put all this trauma and inflicted all this pain on us. The Lord said, you take that trauma and you take that pain and you find me. Right. You don't turn that same anger and hatred out on your brother. You don't do that. You don't take that same anger and hatred out upon yourself and your children. You don't do that. Being a nigga, and now you taking yourself out of this earth, who your kids gonna look up to?
Hey, bro, it's gonna be so many orphans,
Man.
like going forward,
Yeah.
in the future, because there's so many. A lot of these women, a lot of these dudes, they be parents, young parents.
Yep.
Child is left an orphan. You finished with that?
I think it's a little more on here.
For in the peace thereof shall ye have peace.
For in the peace thereof shall ye have peace. We only gonna get peace when we seeking peace. So all you brothers and sisters telling us you gonna get back, you gonna slide, you'll never get peace. Let it be. It happened how it happened. I'm sorry it had to happen, but let the Lord deal with it. You gotta come to a point where you start to trust the Lord to actually get his vengeance. It ain't ours. We don't know what revenge is. We don't know what vengeance is. We don't know what to be mad at. We mad at the wrong things. This used to be some of y'all country. A lot of y'all think y'all African American. A lot of y'all Native American Indians. This used to be your land. You should be mad at that. What happened to the industries that your forefathers was running, the land your forefathers had, and it was taken from them? You ain't even thinking about that. You think about this little corner that somebody else put their name on. Right. 79th in May. That's somebody else's name. That ain't your name.
Exactly.
That's somebody else's heritage. That's not yours.
And they'll move you off there so fast.
So fast. Forget the pay rent 1 or 2 months.
Man.
Oh, they putting the papers together. You getting evicted. You finna bring something out.
Hey, Genesis 9:6. This for the brothers that choose that life, because you got to understand, it's so many dumb songs. You gonna slide, I'ma slide. All this stuff that been pushed on our people to keep us like this. Because it's so sad. You can go on these vlogs and all the young men look and act and talk the same. They in videos brandishing guns. They in videos brandishing guns. When you look at the young women, they twerking, popping they behind, tats on their face, sticking their tongue out, lewd, talking out there, whoop a B word behind it. Oh, I cut her when I seen her in the club.
Oh, yeah.
That spirit is on all the youth today.
Yeah.
But this is what's going to happen if you choose that life of revenge. Read that.
Genesis chapter 9 and verse 6. Whoso sheddeth man's blood, by man shall his blood be shed.
That's why this is a skit or it's a joke. But that's why these dudes can't go nowhere. You can't get caught on the train. You can't get caught on the bus. You can't get caught in jewels. None of that.
Driving in the car on 79th, not even knowing that it's about to come.
Bring it out. It could be just a little split second. What the f- hey, he at the red light.
Yep.
It's just that quick. And all you people that be involved with the killing, you might not pull triggers, but you made the phone call. You passed the address.
You just as guilty.
Just as guilty. The Lord gonna deal with you.
Hey, get Sirach chapter 9 and verse 18.
Is that point you was making?
Yeah, because it's full circle. Because God told us to seek the peace of the city.
Yeah.
But if you got you can't control your mouth, God also calls you dangerous to your city. Come on, read that.
Sirach chapter 9 and verse 18. A man of an ill tongue is dangerous in his city.
Whoa, it said a man with a what?
Of an ill tongue is dangerous in his
You
city.
can't control the words that are coming out of your mouth. You sitting there, you talking ill. Like nobody can touch you. Like you untouchable. Like you think you invincible.
Them
walking these
shots
streets.
could have went over the car and hit anybody in their crib.
It could have. But guess what?
That's why that person with the ill tongue is a danger to the city.
Absolutely.
Because you're not bringing just holy drama to yourself. Everybody around
you can get it.
Yeah.
People be getting shot. They don't be having nothing to do with this stuff.
Yeah.
All because of what's coming out somebody else's mouth.
Oh, yeah.
Finish that out.
And he that is rash in his talk.
Is what?
Rash in his talk.
Come on.
Shall be hated.
Nobody can't stand your behind.
Hey, that's a cold precept.
Can't nobody stand you.
Hey, this is a real one. That, like, the Lord is describing Negroes in Chicago.
Oh, yeah.
To this day.
No doubt. No doubt.
You can't go nowhere because of what you said.
Right.
And then when you over here, people in danger because somebody trying to get you.
That's why the brother like, look, when we get up out of here, you know I'm coming to see you, right?
Right.
But guess what? They in the club, right? So who is around them? All them in it. So he gonna shoot about 15 people because you know we ain't trained
Right.
So, you know what I'm saying? Like, just like how we said last week, how would they be dancing with the guns in the streets? They're not trained to be able to properly hold a firearm, understand what the recoil is, to be able to balance the weapon out.
Right.
You got 15 people out there about to get killed tonight, all because he's looking for one person because of what he said.
Damn.
Bruh.
Video number 2 for local news, because this happened this week too in local news, and then we're going to hit the commercials. So we had a White Castle on the south side get hit. Now we got a White Castle on the west side. I think it was the same day. Yes. Same day get hit. All right, what's up with White Castle, man? Hey, don't eat that. Hey, don't eat that. Something going on with White Castle. Don't eat it.
You know them places be where everybody want to get that late night food.
Yeah, you right. Them gas burgers. You eat that at night, you gonna wake up with a stomach full of gremlins.
Hey, it be people that be coming from out of town like, hey man, I heard y'all got a White Castle, man. Can we go to White? No, we not going to White Castles, man. We are not going to White Castles.
Right.
You know what's good for you, you won't eat that.
I'll take you to Uncle Remy's. Don't say nothing about no Harold's. Don't ask me about no Harold's.
Here we go.
Hey, in the comment. Put it down in the comments.
Hey.
Harold's, Uncle Remy's.
I'm gonna be so out of place. Harold's. I don't even eat that. I ain't even got no business in the argument. But Harold's.
Two men are dead after a shooting on the near west side.
And it happened right around lunchtime off Western Avenue, with the sole survivor being rushed to Stroger Hospital. And that's where WGN's Brona Tumulty is with the latest. Brona?
Good evening. Police say the man who survived was brought here to Stroger with a gunshot wound to the back, and at last check is said to be in good condition. That's after the car he was sitting in allegedly was fired upon before catching fire. All of that unraveling in a busy area packed with pedestrians, vehicles, buses and businesses.
It's concern of our safety and make sure everybody is okay.
In the middle of a busy afternoon, gunshots pierced the air at Roosevelt Road and Western Avenue. People living and working nearby rushing to see what happened in the parking lot of a White Castle.
But my most concern was my peoples that I purchase food from all the time. You know, we looked out for each other in the neighborhood.
The neighborhood grinding to a halt for hours as police investigated, telling us 3 men had been sitting in this Lincoln when another trio, who were armed, approached and started shooting.
To the male wearing a mask and gloves, shot another male 4 times, got into a 4-door white car and left.
That barrage of bullets causing the car to catch fire as the suspects fled, possibly in another vehicle. We're told a 35-year-old in the now burnt-out SUV died at the scene. Another man, aged 48, was shot in the chest and rushed to Mount Sinai, where he too passed away. The third man is 44 years old, was shot in the back and is believed to be stable at Stroger. A group arriving shortly after the shooting.
These ain't no teens. These ain't no YND, 45 and better, or 44 and better. They still into it at 44?
Yes. Don't act like that's, oh, wow, we not making nothing up. Because we deal with some of these dudes when we hit the street.
Absolutely.
They be 40 plus and they still be on the block.
Still with that children's mindset.
Children mindset. You grow old, but you never grow up. A lot of them be parading, telling the young men, my shorties be slide. My shorties get down.
Like that video you showed me before we got on the show.
Yep.
The old man in the white. He's supposed to be the old head, but egging them young boys on, not teaching them what they should be doing.
That's how it be. So this ain't far-fetched. Gang banging is a stronghold here. Yeah. The murderous spirit, that's a stronghold here.
Yeah.
That's why this stuff happened.
Oh, yeah.
They mentioned the other murder too down the street.
I don't know. Let's play it.
Seen, believing their loved ones to have been in that vehicle, were understandably too upset to speak with our cameras.
I spoke with a few. They are very traumatic right now. It's understandable. So we're out here just trying to get some information, trying to get the bad person off the street, whoever's responsible for this.
Crime Stoppers now offering $10,000 for information leading to an arrest in this case. With White Castle also weighing in as things unfolded, telling WGN, "We are deeply saddened by the senseless violence that occurred outside of our Roosevelt Road location today. We are cooperating with the Chicago Police Department as they investigate what happened. The restaurant will remain closed as they continue their work." Now, UIC police confirming a separate shooting.
Okay, that's it. Play that.
The one on Roosevelt Road. They say a woman was found dead in the Wood Street parking structure, but there is no connection between the two incidents. They do say that garage remains closed, and Crime Stoppers also offering a $10,000 reward in that case for information leading to an arrest. So she was at the UIC,
not IUIC, but the University of Illinois Chicago Medical Parking Center on the same street,
garage.
A couple streets down.
Yep. So that was Roosevelt. So one happened. The White Castle was Roosevelt and Western. Down the street on Roosevelt and Wood, the lady got shot. So what happened with her? She got shot in the head. She also had a baby in the back. She was left in the parking garage.
Right.
Both of them happened on that same street. And again, this is in the wintertime, y'all. This ain't the summertime.
And what did the owner from White Castle say? It's a senseless shooting. It's senseless. All of this stuff could be worked out if brothers and sisters understand how to actually deal with conflict.
Open your mouth and talk. That's all it takes. You ain't lame. You ain't no goofy for sitting down talking and wanting peace.
Too
the
much
Lord
pride.
said make peace.
Too much pride. That's why.
That there you go right there. Pride.
All right, we got to get ready for commercial.
Yes, sir.
We be right back.
Bougainville is an island which is under the government of Papua New Guinea. They're trying to get their independence from Papua New Guinea, but it's located in the Pacific Ocean in the Melanesian Islands. When you read Isaiah 11:10-12, it tells you that our people would be located in the islands of the sea. Notice it called you Gentiles, the remnant of God's people. Now it makes it specific. You're the outcast of Israel. That's who you are. You've never heard this before. You've been living your lives like Gentiles, worshiping false gods, false idols. Now here we come, the prophets. You know you're not Gentiles, you're the Israelites. You've been living like Gentiles, but you're really the Israelites.
So, this is not the true Jesus. So we just read to you, Jesus Christ is a very, very dark-skinned man, look just like your guys. Jesus looked like the people of Bougainville. What are we reading? The Bible. You were never taught the Bible the true way. You've been taught lies by your European colonizers. The Bible is your book. You are the children of Israel. You come from the tribe of Naphtali. You're the real biblical Jew.
Setting our people free mentally and spiritually begins first. And that comes with knowing the truth.
There it shall be said unto them, there in this place it shall be said unto you what? Ye are the sons of the living God. You are the sons of the living God.
He's original royalty. Stop. Chill. Relax. He's original royalty.
Soldier, get in.
I gotta chill.
Let's do it again. Do it again, but that was
on the road. Everybody knows we going alright. Yeah, we on the road. Everybody knows. And tell me you know it. Know it. We be on the road, can't stop the work. To create the Winter Olympics. Join the first purge.
Isaiah, come say bye.
So if you bring it in the baseline,
Hey, shalom, Captain Sign Christ.
Hey, Wi-Fi brothers, Wi-Fi. Listen, bro, Cap. It's the Feast of Tabernacles 2024, bro. Y'all already know. We gotta do this one like Christ coming.
Yo. Anointing oil full of gladness. Messiah coming, that's the advent. Christ setting up the government. Golden vessels in the cabinet. Bring your doctrine, I'ma smash it. Burnt them up like I'm Samson. Got a spirit full of passion. Earthen vessels in the trash bin. 600 plus, I buy. Can't let iniquity slide by. Repent from your sin and you die. Stay watching chariots fly by. Stack up some treasure a mile high, but they can't see it like Wi-Fi. Prince of the power on my side. Descending with fire like side 9. That's my God. I might pull up like the thief in the night, cause I'm Christ-like. City set on a hill, it's a highlight. Heard the voice of the whip like we rollin' with Moses and Harriet Tubman, cause we got the chariots jumping. We got the chariots jumping. We got the chariots jumping. We got the chariots up. I might pull up like the thief in the night, cause I'm Christ-like. City set on a hill, it's a highlight. Heard the voice of the whip like we rollin' with Moses and Harriet Tubman, cause we got the chariots jumping. We got the chariots jumping. We got the chariots jumping. We got the chariots up.
Chariots thumping like 612s in the back of the trunk. My weapon lock on my soul like a pump. We crushing your doctrine, it's not what you want. 2-edged swords, demons getting slumped. Repent from your sins, we tell you up front. These ain't no Tims, your doctrine get stumped. He don't wanna sit down, your pastor a trump. And we're not afraid of the tale by night. I know 1,000 gon' fall at my side. Golden vessels with the talent on high. We in chariots, the rest gon' fry. We looking down, all we see is the fire. It's gon' hurt the burn, even know that you tried. We just here to warn you, we ain't here to lie. Repent from your sins, or you gotta die.
I might pull up like a thief in the night, cause I'm Christ-like. City set on a hill, it's a highlight. Heard the voice
voice of the whip like we rollin' with Moses and Harriet Tubman, cause we got the chariots jumping. We got the chariots jumping. We got the chariots jumping. We got the chariots. I might pull up like the thief in the night, cause I'm Christ-like. City set on a hill is a highlight. Heard the voice of the whip like we rollin' with Moses and Harriet Tubman, cause we got the chariots jumping. We got the chariots jumping. We got the chariots jumping. We got the chariots.
I was sinful, my mind was fickle. I was blind, I was crippled. Gave breath like Mentos, changed my tempo. Trying to get threshed with a sickle. I'm in feast mode, feast mode. Feast mode, feast mode. Speak on, speak on. Speak on, last on earth, but born first. Rend your heart, no torn shirts. Play your part or go unhearsed. Receive your mark, perform your work. Nuclear fire, you burning up. Nasty empire, your skirt is up. The fiery trials are purging us. Refer to us as a third of us.
I might pull up like a thief in the night, cause I'm Christ-like. City set on a hill, it's a highlight. Heard the voice of the whip like we rollin' with Moses and Harriet Tubman, cause we got the chariots jumping. We got the chariots jumping. We got the chariots jumping. We got the chariots. I might pull up like a thief in the night, cause I'm Christ-like. City set on a hill, it's a highlight. Heard the voice of the whip like we rollin' with Moses and Harriet Tubman, cause we got the chariots jumping. We got the chariots jumping. We got the chariots jumping. We got the chariots.
All right, we back. We right back. And hey, we continuing on. And today's episode is titled A City Within a City. Why? Because you know Chicago for what they show you on the surface level, but it's stuff going on way deeper than you could imagine. Let's get Article 1. Try to fly through these. Get that first article. Please read that for me, sir, because while we was talking about the murders and stuff happening and how it takes place, the gangbangers and the drug dealers, they not the ones who get the guns through here. Let's see how they get here. Read that, please, sir.
NBC News. 3 soldiers are accused in gun trafficking ring tied to Chicago gang members, feds say.
Wait a minute. Read the title again.
3 soldiers are accused in gun trafficking ring tied to Chicago gang members, feds say.
Soldiers.
Is that a typo?
That's not a typo. That's NBC News.
Did you say soldiers are being
yes,
charged?
soldiers.
Soldiers?
Soldiers.
You talking about the ones that fight in
yes.
the army? Those guys?
For the U.S. Army or the U.S. military.
Yes.
There ain't no way, boy. Not our soldiers.
Yes.
Because they'll say we a hate group and we do all sorts of evil.
Yes.
But no, they're soldiers.
This news. We didn't make this up. Scroll down. Yes, let's read. Let's read that. Washington, starred under by the Associated Press.
By the Associated Press, Washington, 12 people, including 3 U.S. Army soldiers, are accused in a large-scale gun trafficking ring that prosecutors allege supplied nearly 100 guns to gang members in Chicago.
Wait a minute. It said U.S. Army soldiers are accused in a large-scale gun trafficking ring. Huh? And was supplying guns to how many? Nearly 100 guns to gang members in Chicago. You think brothers is getting these weapons on their own?
So that's how they got the Dracos?
That's how they got the Dracos.
And so that's why they can't stop the guns, huh? They can't stop the violence, huh?
Now we see.
They the ones putting them on the streets.
Now we see. Now we see why all this stuff is happening.
Cold
that's why
crackers.
It's a city within a city. There's layers to this stuff. Read on.
That led to at least 2 killings.
Uh-huh. Now that said at least 2 killings. You don't know how many of the weapons they've been selling have been used in all these killings that have been happening in this city. That's just 2. Read.
The Justice Department said Friday, the soldiers, DeMarcus Adams, 21, Jarius Brunson, 22, and Brandon Miller, 22, were enlisted in the Army and stationed at Fort Campbell in Tennessee.
Listen good.
Where they were legally purchased guns from local dealers in Tennessee and Kentucky.
Read.
Prosecutors charge the soldiers are accused of selling them to members of the Gangster Disciple street gang in the Pockettown neighborhood on Chicago's South Side.
That's over east, the Pockettown neighborhood. Read on.
According to the 21 count, what's that say? Indictment. The indictment charges the group with conspiring to violate federal firearms law, among other crimes. If convicted, the defendants face up to 20 years in prison.
Okay, you could drop that. Let's get the next one. So we see, I know I didn't always heard about the freight trains. But it's more than the freight trains.
So you mean to tell me...
Or the crates.
Right, the crates.
So you mean to tell me 3 soldiers was in another state, bought firearms, and they magically appeared in Chicago?
There's more.
Come on.
There's more. We remember when this happened. Yep. Read that.
Indiana man charged with illegally buying guns used to kill police officer Ella French.
So when I see stuff like this, right? They was able to find out where the gun came from that she was killed with. Why they can't do that with these guns that we see getting used?
Right.
When these killings happen on the west side, south side, over east.
A lot of times they try to say that the serial numbers have been etched out. That's what they try to say. But we do know forensics can trace a weapon based off of the ammunition that was fired out of the projectile.
Yes.
So we know you can track it.
Hey, and it's not to add to that, they got cameras on every street in Chicago. You can't go from a block to block without being in the camera sight. You cannot tell me they cannot find who did that and where they went.
Right. But they can do it when it's a situation like this. How many shootings go unsolved? They traced the gun all the way back to Indiana with her when she was murdered. Because I remember this. Let's read a little bit of that.
Can you blow it up some?
Because the date on that said 2021.
Yep.
Because that's when she was murdered in 2021. So
Yep.
over 5 years ago. And now we're finding out that the guns magically are being reported and appeared.
Because remember, I think you made the point. Illinois got the most strict gun laws.
Absolutely.
So if brothers can't get these guns you see them with, they got to come from the outside. Go ahead.
An Indiana man has been arrested and charged with illegally purchasing the firearm that was used to kill Chicago police officer Ella French on Saturday night. According to the U.S. Attorney's Office, Jamel Dainsey, 29, of Hammond, Indiana, has been charged with conspiracy to violate federal firearm laws, including knowingly transferring and giving a firearm to an out-of-state resident, knowingly making a false written statement to acquire a firearm, and knowingly disposing of a firearm to a convicted felon.
Because y'all got to understand, it's laws even on how much your weapon is able to hold. Illinois got a strict amount on how much your weapon can hold.
It's laws on that, the
Yep.
transportation of it,
Yep.
how you transfer the ownership of a firearm. It's laws on all of that, and this man got felonies on all of those things.
Yep. You could drop that. Let's get the next thing. Because now we saw what happened, but why does it happen? It ain't just on our people. What else goes on here? Read that.
90 million global settlements of 176 lawsuits against disgraced CPD officer Ronald Watts.
Mm-hmm. Scroll down. Yep, Chicago.
The Chicago City Council voted unanimously to authorize a $90 million settlement. And what's that? Can you blow it up, son?
Blow it up. My brother wear glasses. Have mercy. He wear glasses. But you got them on.
Right. Mercy.
Let's go.
That's good. Chicago. The Chicago City Council voted unanimously to authorize a $90 million settlement and 176 police misconduct and wrongful conviction lawsuits, all tied to disgraced former police sergeant Ronald Watts and his crew.
Mm-hmm.
What's that say?
The unprecedented.
The unprecedented global settlement, which was recommended unanimously and
that word is killing them.
Enthusiastic.
That word killing them, y'all. Unanimously.
And enthusiastically.
Lurita.
And enthusiastically.
Astically. And the accent is killing them.
And enthusiastic.
It's Hebrew.
Enthusiastically. I like that.
There we
You're
go.
in the attic happy.
You know what it
happy
means.
in the attic. That's the definition of enthusiastically.
Hey, tag in, Officer Gabriel.
Tag him in. Give him a mic. Give him a mic.
No, I'm not reading this, man. Y'all ain't finna do me like that.
Hey.
How you enthusiastically?
Enthusiastically.
Okay.
Okay.
But the council's finances committee on September 15th marks a historic departure in how Chicago deals with lawsuits against the police.
Stop right there. I actually met a brother some years ago who got locked up by this guy and did a number of years, bruh. Like, I heard the stories from the brother. Brothers say he used to roll up on brothers like...
Show an image of him. Let's see what you're talking about.
Scroll down. They ain't got no picture of him on here. Ronald Watts. But as we getting at, the brother said he used to roll through the projects like, you better give me some names, some guns, something, or you going to jail. And the brother that I met, like, he is a victim of being locked up by him. And it's, yep, that's it. You can pull it up. So this brother and his crew was terrorizing people. And let's pull that up. Because you would think, you like, man, is it the so-called white man? No. Let's get that picture up for that. They could see that. It was our own people. And what you got to understand, when our people be getting in these positions and get these type of jobs, because he was a sergeant, when our people be getting in these positions, without the laws of God, it's very hard for you to remain a man or a woman of integrity and deal with people right. Because at the end of the day, it's a job.
Yeah, we said that, I think it was last week we said that. Every time our people get in a position of power, it's always some foolishness and wickedness that is associated with it. Like, we can't control ourselves with it because it's always we gotta try to rob, we gotta try to push
extort.
some form of legislation. We gotta extort brothers and sisters. We gotta try to take vacations and whatnot on the city dime. We cannot control ourselves when we get into these positions because it's all evil. We're not supposed to be in it.
Yep. Drop that. I think we got that. Do we got that video next? And what we gonna do? Because I would have loved to get through them timestamps. I know my brother like, yes, a video. Thank God. I'm just messing with you, brother.
Hey,
Lord!
He literally just looked at me and was like, oh, God, thank you.
He said, Jesus, hear my prayer.
Okay. So what we got here is another example of this. And it's our people again. This sister is a former police officer who ended up almost losing her life by police. We watch movies about this stuff, and it's not the other man, it's our brother. Press play. We gonna watch this one. We gonna get timestamp 1 and timestamp 3 because we ain't gonna be able to get all of them. But I'll lay it out like this. So her and her husband ended up getting into a shootout with another officer that was following her because she reported that some other officers she seen was dapping up the gang members. She called them to lock the gang members up for selling drugs. But when they came, they ain't locked nobody up.
The hell is this?
They was dapping them up. Oh man, what's up? Smoking with him, kicking it with him. And because she reported that, everything took a turn for her. Press play.
To the police department, to my supervision. And I told them what was going on. I wrote out a report and told them exactly what was happening. And I asked for the tactical unit to come on a Sunday so they could observe what was going on. They ain't do nothing with that shit. They just, I guess, took my report and just filed it away. And I didn't catch it. I was so green and naive. I just didn't know that it was that much corruption in the police department. So that was like the first hint that something was wrong. Because I'm like, how are these people able to do this? Then the next thing was somebody had told me about how the drugs was coming in, how the guns was coming in. It was 2 vehicles. One vehicle would come like on a Tuesday and take their orders and all that kind of stuff. And he was in a fancy car, the license plate number and all that. He was in a fancy car. He would come, find out what they want. Then on Sunday, he come in this old beat up station wagon and deliver them. I'm giving.
So that was timestamp 2, right? Oh, that was 1? Right, because I switched them around. Now, we're going to jump to 3, because I would love to go through all of them, but we can't go through all 3. Go to timestamp 3 for sake of time. So what happened when she reported that? Man, y'all have to watch it on y'all own. She would call for backup in the middle of Inglewood. Nobody would come. She pulling cars over with dudes. She got to let them go because she ain't getting no backup because she reported what she seen. Play.
Nice stuff. You know what I'm saying? You know, you like what you like. So anyway, I'm driving down the street in my Benz, and I look up in the rearview mirror, and I see this Bronco or Tahoe or whatever. It was a Chevy, and it was following me. And I was like, damn, what the fuck is this? This a Hispanic dude in here. And so that was odd, because Inglewood is just blacks, you know, pretty much. So I'm looking through my rearview mirror, and I see this Hispanic dude following me and everything like that. And I didn't put it past that they could have brought, you know, other people in or whatever. So I was on alert. So what I did, I took off from the station at 61st and Racine. When I got down to 72nd and Racine, the guy was still behind me. I think it was 72nd or 73rd. So what I did was, at that intersection, I moved all the way over to the left, got my left blinker on, and I said, I'm going to make a right from this left lane, and if this guy do it, then I know this motherfucker following me. Right. So when the light turned green, from that left-hand lane, I came all the way across and made my right turn and started going down the street. He did the same thing because he was behind me. He did the same thing. I'm like, oh, shit is on. So I floored it. I'm going all through the neighborhoods because I'm thinking this is the hit now. Because why would this guy be following me? You know what I'm saying?
So
I'm going
real
all
quick,
through the neighborhoods.
she got word it was a hit out on her. This is something that took place. This is the stuff we never hear about. Play.
Thing like that, flooring it.
And he's still behind you.
He's still behind me. And I was able to lose him at a light. So I had made my way up to 79th and Western. Back then, it used to be a restaurant called Miss Muffet, right there on the corner. And we didn't really have cell phones like we do now, so I didn't have access to a cell phone. I had to get out and use a payphone. So anyway, I jumped out and I called my husband, told him what was going on. Gave him a description of this vehicle that was following me. He was like, stay there, I'm gonna come. He said, stay there, I'm gonna come to you. So anyway, I'm staying there. And so I said, well, did you call the FBI? We're supposed to be meeting them tonight. And so he was like, no, go ahead, call them. I'm gonna try to call too. So I called the FBI from the restaurant, and I got the guy's voicemail, and I told him what was going on. That I suspected somebody is following me right now, and my husband left him a message. We never got a chance to talk to him. So anyway, my husband finally makes it to Miss Muffet. I'm sitting there at a table just shaking. I'm in full uniform. I just don't have a vest on, but I'm in full uniform like, oh my shit, you know. So my husband come in, he was like, okay, come on, I'm gonna follow you home. We get in the car, and for some reason, this guy didn't notice, what was going on. When we started driving, the guy was parked at 80th and Western. Remember, I'm coming from 79.
Mm-hmm.
So he was parked in the bus stop. So I'm like, damn, there he is. My husband about 2 cars behind. He didn't know my husband had came. So when I drove past 80th, the guy came right in and started trying to chase me again. My husband came from 2 or 3 car lengths back away and cut him off. It's 5 o'clock in the evening, rush hour traffic. My husband cut him off. They exchanged words. And then my husband's like, why the fuck you following my wife? Next thing you know, they start capping at each other. It's a full-blown shootout right there in the middle of the thing. Now, I done made it safely past 80th. I look in my rearview mirror and I see my husband down on the ground shooting. And I could hear the shots, as I was going. And that's why I was like, where is he? What's happening? So I bust a U and I turn around and I drive right back there to 80th where he is. So my husband, he started, like I said, he was shooting at the guy and the guy took off. And so I said, are you all right? Are you all right? He was like, yeah, get that motherfucker. So I followed the guy.
Y'all.
I'm still a police officer. This is a shooting. I'm going to catch this motherfucker, whatever. So I get into a shootout with him. We ended up doing a full circle and ended up back at 80th and Western. When we get to 80th and Western, people done started calling the police and all. You could hear sirens coming and stuff like that. So when the police initially arrived, I'm in full uniform, right? I tell them what's going on. This guy's, it's a threat against my life, and this guy was following me, and he got into a shootout with my husband and all this kind of stuff. So long story short, they put that guy in handcuffs. And then they assisted me, trying to figure out all of this stuff. It wasn't 30 seconds later, motherfucking internal affairs, hiding out in the forest preserve up there on 83rd. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Come and say, take them cuffs off that officer and lock that bitch up.
Stop. That's it.
Why she ain't radio it in though? She was in full uniform, but she in her squad car?
No, she was in her regular car.
Regular car.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Why she ain't call it in though? Just to cover your ass. I know they ain't really vibing with her because she couldn't get backup, but at least you can call and be like, I feel this is going on.
Yeah, well, she did try to call the FBI and got the voicemail.
Yeah, that's the FBI.
So, hey.
But this the type of stuff that be happening, man.
I think she said she didn't have a phone. She said she had to go to a payphone.
Remember, this
is
is the 90s.
That's what it was. Yeah, she had to run and stop by a payphone. Yeah, she didn't have a cell phone.
It wasn't no cell phones like we got now. This in the 90s.
I got you.
This type of stuff happened. And this happened because y'all got to watch the whole thing in its entirety. This happened because she reported, look, I called back up to lock these dudes up. They kicking it with them. I'm trying to report these dudes selling guns, getting guns, selling drugs. Right after that, she ain't getting no backup. She getting followed. And then the dude who was behind it, another black sergeant who used to deal with her but had issues with her, set all that stuff up.
What you mean when you say deal with her?
She used to date the dude.
Gotcha.
So this type of stuff be going on in the city.
Was she cheating on her husband?
No, this dude was somebody from the past.
From the past.
So
go ahead.
So basically, you saying she was trying to stop the crime in the neighborhood, but the FBI and everybody else, even her own department,
internal affairs. I ain't gonna say FBI, just the internal affairs.
Well, they didn't answer. So I don't know. Did they ever come to her aid, the FBI?
Nah, I don't think nobody ever came to her aid. That's why. That's why when you watch it, she say she documented everything.
Right.
They tried to flip the story. They tried to say her husband was a gang member.
Right.
This the type of stuff be going on that we don't know about in the city. But it was the Negroes. That's what she point out. That's the crazy part. It was her own people that worked with her.
The hell is this?
Tell you, our people get scandalous when they get in these positions with this power, bruh.
And that's mainly because we hate each other.
Yes.
We can't stand the color of our own flesh.
Yes.
So that's why when we get there, we be like, hey, I'm going to oppress my people even further than what they already being oppressed.
Yes. Damn. What else goes on?
I heard a guy say on a social media post, he said, look, I get my gun, I wear a gun and stuff like that because of my people. I'm not worried about nobody else.
Yes.
I wear a gun because I know my people is going to come and try to take stuff from them. And they going to try to kill me. I'm like, damn, you never really thought of it like that.
And that's exactly why the little Edomite boy can walk into church and sit there and get all comfortable.
Yes.
And he ain't going to do nothing. He praying to Jesus with us.
Yes.
He ain't going to do nothing. But if that was one of our own people that walked in that church, they were like, hey, what you doing in here? There would have been 21 questions for that brother. Damn.
Because the theme here, what we talking about ain't changed in these situations. It's a spirit of hatred here. That's why our people is double-crossing each other, setting each other up, putting hits out on each other. All this stuff going on because of that spirit of hatred. It don't matter what situation it is. Whether, like you saw, they all black, supposed to be black police officers together. Look what they doing. Let's see here. Ain't nothing changed.
So you said something about the blacks actually being more aggressive or more over the top and more extreme than the so-called whites when they get into those positions on the police department. It was this one dude everybody knew growing up named Crony. You might have heard of his name, you might not. But this guy, in the force, he was well respected, but in the streets, they hated him because he was like Zoe from Training Day. He was like Zoe, but he was Edom, Irish. And they look up to that guy. They gotta try to either exceed him, be like him, or exceed him. And that's how people be on them jobs. Be like Edom or exceed him. That's crazy. If y'all can find a picture of him, y'all can put him up, that's cool. But if not, let's keep going.
Let's play this. We just need the stamp for this, y'all. What else goes on within this city?
And the only reason why we were able to identify her was because she was wearing braces by dental records.
Damn.
It ended up being one of Chicago's most heinous crimes in history. The way that he killed her, she went on a first date. And can you imagine going on a first date and then getting murdered? She went on a first date with a guy she'd never met. And the cartel was
after him. So
you
Israelites, listen, ain't no first dates.
Bring it out.
You ain't got to worry about getting chopped up in nobody's suitcase and chopped up and put nowhere because you will not be going on a first date. How about your daughter? She going on a first date?
No,
sir. How about your sons?
No, sir.
No first dates? How about
Hell
you?
No.
No, sir.
What's a first date?
Right.
Come on, man.
Hell no. So off top, you safe from that happening to you coming in this side, coming on this side.
That's right. Play on.
And because she was with him, they took her out as well. And if you read the transcripts of the crime, I reread it probably about 3 years ago before my book came out because I had never really sat down and listened to the entire testimony of the killer. And the things that he did to them is satanic. I mean, I don't know how somebody can do this to somebody. I mean, he chopped them up with samurai swords, hung them upside down in his bathtub, drained their blood, and chopped them up into pieces, and then distributed the pieces all over in different parts of Chicago to show you don't fuck with us, pretty much. So I think they
go ahead.
Found his leg in the Chicago River. Her head was in the north side. Some of her legs were in the south side. And it was pretty much saying, you owed us money, so this is how we're getting you back.
Was that frequent in Chicago, this sort of stuff?
Yes, it's very frequent, but it doesn't make the media because it happens so often. You know, there's so many shootings and killings in Chicago. They've called it Chirac because it's more people are getting killed in Chicago than in war. But the cartel is heavy, and cartel and mafia is very heavy in Chicago. It always has been.
Stop. Said it always has been. Those two entities have always been here. Everybody know about Capone, the Irish, the Italians up there, because they was warring with each other first before our people came up here from Puerto Rico, Mexico, down south. This stuff been going on here. This the stuff that go on under the surface that they don't talk about. How do these gangs get these drugs? These brothers born and raised here, where's they getting the drugs from? Somebody bringing it to them. Play.
And I think when you're involved in that world, you know that it's happening, but the media is not going to be reporting every time they find a dead body. But I think this one was huge because the family was relentless in trying to find her.
You can drop it. That's it on that. These is the things that be going on. Let's get that next video. That segue into what? Let's get the next video after that. Watch this. If y'all got something, bring it out. Watch this.
Raids yesterday across the Chicago
Let's
area
take it back because we missing a little bit. Take it back, turn it up so they can hear this.
And new information today on the early morning FBI raids yesterday across the Chicago area that were tied to a major drug trafficking investigation. Federal prosecutors say 9 people are now charged in the case, including a couple accused of leading a cocaine distribution operation. Officials say Joel Andrade and Maura Hernandez moved large amounts of cocaine throughout the city and suburbs, including Little Village, Villa Park, Addison, and Rosemont. 7 of the 9 charged.
Stop. So these brothers ain't just getting this stuff. They ain't pulling it out of thin air. Somebody bringing it to them.
Hey, so we gotta put these movies into actual context, right? A lot of times when you see a lot of these drug movies or whatever, there's always one individual that goes to get the drugs, to bring it back to their community. And we just look at it as it's just the actual movie. This is not something that they wrote in a script. It would never take place here in America. But as we're seeing live and in color that this stuff is actually going on. These scripts that they're writing is real life stuff, and they're sneaking it into movies, and we're so blinded by the fact that we can't actually identify it. We're just looking at it and consuming it as media instead of uncovering the bones of what's actually there.
They showed in that movie, what was that, American Gangster?
Yeah. Yup.
They was bringing the drugs back on the plane of the dead bodies.
soldiers.
Yeah, right. On the plane of the soldiers of the dead bodies that was coming back from war.
It's always under the umbrella of the American army or soldiers or whatever the case may be. It's always done that way because it's not easily to be picked up or scanned because it's a military vessel. So they're not going to really investigate in it because it's this body, he was a soldier, he did this, he died for honor or whatever the case may be. And a lot of times, even like with Bad Boys, how they had the stuff, it's always in a casket.
Yep.
If you think about it, it's always in a casket, or it's in somebody's body that you actually got to dig for this stuff in order to find. So all of these things, when you look at it, it's all hidden in plain sight.
Right in front of your face.
It's a full operation. They showed a tanker truck. They had the kilos inside the tanker truck, and then had, like, you know how it's like a fuel tank? They had another casing outside of it. They masterminded how to do all this type
Straight diesel.
Straight. You could never tell. Only way they was able to tell because of the weight.
Hey, get Jonah chapter 1 and verse 1.
Come on.
Y'all better wake the hell up. This is not the land of the free, the home of the brave, whatever we've been taught all our life. It's straight evil going on amongst us. It's straight evil set up to trap our people. Y'all be up here selling these drugs. Yes, the so-called white man got their hand in everything. That's why stuff can't, they could stop stuff if they want to. But you see how deep this stuff is within the city itself. Because there's powers that be that allow this stuff to happen. You got to stop yourself from falling into the trap. Read that.
The book of Jonah, chapter 1 and verse 1.
Read.
Now the word of the Lord came unto Jonah, the son of Amittai, saying,
What?
Arise, go to Nineveh, that great city, and cry against it. For their wickedness is come up before me.
The Lord called Jonah, told Jonah to prophesy against that wicked city. That's what's going on right now. That's what the prophets of God do. We showing you through the word of God these things that are happening around you. This stuff was set up to destroy us. And that's not even a half. We finna keep it moving. That's the first video on that. So you got corruption at play. You got guns being bought in here. All this stuff is to destroy our people. Something else that's happening. That's the first video on that, y'all. Let's run it. What else is happening in the city? Play that. Let's make sure we get sound. And specifically, sisters, pause it. All of you black, Hispanic, and Native American women, y'all need to be vigilant, meaning you need to be aware of your surroundings. Right. You need to stop being in la-la land, walk around with headphones, not paying attention. This is something else that happens in this city. Play.
If you live in Chicago, I really need you to stop and watch this video right now. I was just up in the Food for Less on 71st to Ashton about 30 minutes ago, and I think that I was about to get trafficked. So when I got out the car, it was a male trying to get my attention, but I kept walking because I didn't want to talk. But as I'm shopping and I'm picking up my items, I noticed this young lady that's walking past, but she's covered in big clothes and she's walking with her head down suspiciously. I didn't really think too much of it until she started to come in the aisle that I was in. I noticed that every aisle I was going in, this lady was following me. And what made me suspect it was when I was in my aisle picking up some pickles. She came behind me. She kept going. I said, cool. Mind you, I'm leaned down. As I'm leaning back up, this same lady, she's turning her cart and coming towards me. But when I looked at her, she hurried up and turned her cart and walked the opposite way. So I'm like, okay, that's weird. So I go to another aisle. I'm shopping some more. I continue to run into this young lady, every aisle I'm in. And she's pretending like she's shopping. She's picking items up, looking at it, but she's not putting it in her cart. Also, I forgot to mention, she's had the same 4 items in her cart the whole time, this whole shopping time, as she's walking around the store in every aisle I'm in. So then I call my sister because I'm very uncomfortable at this moment. I'm like, watch my location or come up here someone's following me. So fast forward, my sister get there. She tell me to get her the description of the lady. I gave her the description. We end up finding her in the store. We walking around, we see her. So my sister walked up to her and was like, do you speak English? She said no. We noticed she has an earpiece in her ear. So we finally get to the front, but we run into her again. And she get in line in front of us and we get behind her. Y'all, why this lady, she pull out her food stamp card, y'all. Why is only $5 on the card and she have $2 in her hand? So why are you going around the store pretending like you're finna shop and pick things up? You're pretending like you're shopping to pick things up and you knew you wasn't. You knew you only had $7 and you're following me around the store. That's weird as fuck. And as soon as I got in that line, she was right in front of me. I told the lady at the register that she was following me around and to let everybody know. So she went and got her manager from the back. I told him everything, and he walked me and my sister out to the car, and that was that, y'all. I just want to raise awareness. If you know anybody that live over there, this was the best picture I could get of the lady, y'all. So if you see someone dressed like this in the Ashland area, Inglewood area, please call the police. If you live in Chicago, I really need you to stop.
When you click the comments on here, all the sisters start commenting stuff. A sister said, oh, you was on 71st. That's a hub. Couple girls ended up missing over there. I'm like, wait, what? And that's 71st and Ashland, where the Food for Less at.
We shot a video over there.
Yeah.
What was the video? We
was on 79th. For the radio show.
Nah, it was the song. We did a song for the food at the Food for Less. We was at the gas station. It was me, Biz.
Oh, that was for the radio show. It was a promo. Was it? Yeah, we was doing a promo for the radio show.
We filmed over there.
Yeah.
We teach over there.
Yeah.
Hey, officer, just to add to you, we was on a fly mission. Cole, I don't know if you remember, in Clutcher Club Hills. It was a lady we was talking to. We was handing out a flyer, and we was going over the scriptures with her. And she told us that she was a victim of almost being kidnapped. She said there was a van that pulled aside of her.
Y'all just missed it. My bad.
No, you good.
Yep. Read that real quick. I don't want you to lose your point.
No, go ahead.
Because this is what I was talking. And when you look in these comments, sisters dropping all type of addresses and areas. Yep.
Erica McCarthy, that's a hub. Lived on 72nd in Ashland.
A block down.
The beauty supply place is where 3 girls were taken.
Do y'all see this? This is another thing that's happening in this city. Read.
OMG, really? Oh my God, really? I haven't seen no report about this. Where can I find more info on this?
Scroll down. Somebody gonna drop another address.
Too close to home. You not.
4 more.
Thank God that you safe. Erica McCarthy. It happened in 2022. One of the girls lived on 73rd in Marshville.
Couple blocks over.
They talked about it in the CAPS meeting.
Scroll down. Somebody gonna drop another address. They dropped the address in the hundreds. Keep scrolling. It ain't gonna be on view replies. Y'all just had it. At 71st again.
Wait, I live on 71st and Ashland. Oh my goodness.
Go back up. Wait, this another popular area. Read that.
That's why I go grocery shopping looking homeless. Don't have me start about Mariano's on 39th.
That's in Bronzeville.
Yep.
That's the Mariano's on 39th. In Bronzeville. A lot of people shop there. A lot of our people. These places that they dropped in this comment section is places that we go shop at. They had 115th and scroll back up. I think it was 115th in Marshfield. Because we went past it. I saw it.
Sisters, don't be going out here by yourself, man. If as much as possible, team up and do what you got to do. Being out here in these streets, it ain't safe, man.
Stay out at night, away from being out
Right
at
there.
night.
Right there.
Read that.
115th
That
in
shopping
Marshville.
center?
Yep.
Yeah.
Around the jewel to y'all.
So she dropped somewhere. If you go through here, they dropping all type of stuff. I just saw a video. It was some sisters talking about 47 in Lake Park by Ross, the clothing store. So sisters, y'all got to be careful out here. It's not no game.
You wouldn't think Lake Park would be on that in that area, but it's so heavily dense. It's so overpopulated over there. I can see it. Damn.
Got to be careful.
Hey, could we get a script real quick?
Bring it out.
Get Hosea chapter 4 and verse 1. Because a lot of times, like, again, the Lord be warning us why things be happening in the land. And it's our job to be able to see these things and be vigilant so we don't fall into these traps. Go ahead and read that.
The book of Hosea, chapter 4 and verse 1.
Come on.
Hear the word of the Lord, ye children of Israel.
Come on.
For the Lord hath a controversy with the inhabitants of the land.
You children of Israel, that's you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. The Lord got a beef with the inhabitants of the land. Come on.
Because there is no truth, nor mercy, nor knowledge of God in the land.
Here's the point, read.
By swearing.
Come on.
And lying.
Come on.
And killing.
Come on.
And stealing.
Stealing, that's kidnapping, that's sex, that's trafficking. Come on.
And committing adultery. They break out and blood toucheth blood.
All of these things that we've read right here in this scripture, we have brung out on the show already. And these things happen day after day after day. These are the things that's going on in Chicago. That's why we got to be vigilant. We got to be careful how we moving in this earth, and we got to keep the commandments.
Absolutely. Jump down to verse 6.
Verse 6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge.
This is why this can happen. This is why we can go on the internet and say this is a hood. That's where people get took. Why? Because we are destroyed. We destroy because we don't know our God. Read.
Because thou hast rejected knowledge.
Because you reject the word of God. You reject the 10 commandments. You say, I want to get back when somebody do some harm to me. When somebody slide on one of my guys, I got to slide back. Because you got to take vengeance in your own hand. What happens?
I will also reject thee.
The Lord said he going to reject you. Not only will he reject you, keep reading.
That thou shalt be no priest to me. Seeing that thou hast forgotten the law of thy God.
He said you ain't nobody special to me. You forgot the law of your God. Go ahead.
I will also forget thy children.
He gonna forget your children. Your children who come up missing during these sex trafficking raid or rings. He said, I'm going to forget you. I'm going to forget them. Y'all going to be missing. Y'all going to be left to y'all own selves. Give me Jeremiah 2:11 real quick. Go ahead. You finna say something?
No, I was just going to have him jump over to 5 and 15 to further the point. But go ahead. Just go ahead and read what
Jeremiah
thou said.
2:11.
Jeremiah chapter 2 and verse 11.
Because this is our problem. Our problem is the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. We flip-flop like a fish out of water. We constantly moving, constantly going from one doctrine to the next. Egyptology, Pan-Africanism. I looked at you and I said the Hebrew, the pure Hebrew. You do it, he do it.
It's a spirit in that corner.
Hey, every time somebody sit next to that brother, man, I'm telling you, man.
Egyptology.
Jump on him.
Egyptology. Christianity. Economics. Right? We jump from God to God. Read it again from the top.
Jeremiah chapter 2 and verse 11.
Hath
a nation changed their gods?
Right.
Which are yet no gods.
Right.
But my people have changed their glory for that which doth not profit.
And that's our problem. We've changed the glory of our master to something that don't profit us. We look after money. We look after oil. We look after reputations. We look after these things more than we look after the care and love for our own people. And the Lord said that lifestyle that we pursuing, it don't profit us. You finna bring something out?
And then I was just gonna say, along with all the stuff that we chasing after, we don't see how all this stuff is set up to destroy us. We don't see that. You falling into the trap.
Destroyed.
They want to catch you with the guns.
Yeah.
Why? Because they invest in prisons.
Bring it out.
This real talk we talking about. The same people that hate your guts, they sit them, hey, let's build a jail in Southern Illinois. We got to get some bodies in there.
Yeah, they had to build those prisons because naturally we're not a people that wants to harm each other. But they had to develop a system to make that happen so they can fill those prisons.
There you
because
go.
there was one point where the prisons was full of Esau, white people.
Yeah.
And they was like, no, we got to flip this. We can't have them sit there and we have all
It
our
ain't enough
people
money
there.
in this.
We got to get them to fund this so we can have them continue to build the nation.
Hey, I don't know if y'all remember the movie Purge.
Yeah.
I think it was Purge 2,
Bruh,
right?
People think that's entertainment, bro.
Yeah, you remember when they showed us? We naturally was not killing each other.
That was the first Purge.
That was the first one?
That was the first.
We
No,
was
not the
doing
first
that.
one. The first Purge. That was the fourth movie.
The fourth movie, yeah. They showed us we was partying and in our hood. They was around killing. That spirit is not naturally in us to be doing that. You
It's
know?
not.
So an environment got to be made. Right. Poverty, drugs.
And they got to keep repeating it, keep brainwash you to keep thinking that this is normal. How they do it? Rap music.
Yep.
How they do it? Movies. Keep telling the same lie over and over again. You tell a lie long enough, it become the truth, they say.
And they have investors in prisons.
Yeah.
Like, so they expect a return.
You know the
Like,
Michael Jordans you got on, he invests in prisons too?
Uh-oh.
How you gonna come from me?
Now y'all light on the
I wear
sound
Jordans
bites.
too.
This man
Damn.
got
Couldn't say anything.
So y'all put the sword sound up now. Hey,
right. I'm like, this man.
the sword sound don't exist.
It's like, are you gonna cast a stone?
Yeah, right.
Pull that beam out your eye, brother.
The pot calling the kettle black. Damn.
Hey, my brother was stuck. He was like,
I'm like,
how you gonna throw me under the bus like that?
Hell no.
Got them on right now.
Right. But it just goes to show it's a whole system to keep us down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because if they build this and they expect to get money from their investors, that means they have to fill the jail up. That's the reason why they set laws in place. They got lobbyists that help enforce laws to be able to ensure that, hey, look, we're going to be able to.
Oh, yeah.
That's why our communities are heavily policed the way they are.
Yep.
That's the reason why things are the way they are, because the 13th Amendment.
And they incentivize the states to fill up the prisons because on record, if the prisons are not full to a certain capacity, the state has to pay for that vacancy. Right. So they'd rather put bodies in there instead of having to pay. Lord have mercy.
I always thought that the states was over this, you know what I mean? Like was taking control of prisons and all that, but it's a whole.
They in control of making sure it's filled.
Right.
So in a sense, yeah.
So to put it into context, so on the around the first and around the beginning of the month and the end of the month, there's a reason why 5-0 was just sitting outside, just trying to just randomly pull somebody over.
I don't know.
Hey,
They
you
might
never
have
know.
a quota to fill. Who knows?
Hey, let's get this next one.
Who you are.
And there's like sex trafficking. So both of them are huge in America. It's everywhere, but a lot of us don't think that it's happening here, in Illinois or even in Aurora, like people are like, no way. But I had this training in the city of Chicago, which of course being such a big city, you would expect that it is happening there too. And it's huge. They took us out on the streets. We saw it. We saw, a couple girls out there. And it was kind of training on what to do, how to get involved. There definitely needs to be more involvement from people that, we're just kind of like, somebody else will do it, but really there isn't anybody else out there. There's small groups of people that are volunteering and doing all these things, but the biggest thing that like impacted me from that was like.
So run it back. What she just was talking about, human trafficking goes down in Illinois. People wouldn't think, they'll think it's the more popularized cities, the cities that everybody knows. She telling you it go down.
Boy, this is Epstein Island, boy.
For real. Play.
And there's like sex trafficking. So both of them are huge in America. It's everywhere, but a lot of us don't think that it's happening here, in Illinois or even in Aurora, like people are like, no way. But I had this training in the city of Chicago, which of course being such a big city, you would expect that it is happening there too. And it's huge. They took us out on the streets. We saw it. We saw, a couple girls out there. And it was kind of training on what to do, how to get involved. There definitely needs to be more involvement from people that, are.
Okay, you can drop it. What she's saying in the hashtag said human trafficking and sex trafficking. It goes down here. People don't know. She said it's huge here.
And she name dropped the city too.
Yes, a city.
She said Aurora and Chicago.
She said Aurora, yeah.
So what training was she going through?
Training on what to do, how to spot it, notice it.
You don't know the organization? I don't know the owner. Yeah.
But she said they actually got took out and they seen girls.
Yeah.
So
How
it's
to
a real
identify them.
thing. Yeah, it's a real thing. Yeah, let's make sure we got sound, y'all. Here's more, in case you like a couple of videos, whatever. This a real live sister right here. Press play.
Set of lockers, Pamela Nicole Dukes is gearing up for the grand opening of her dream come true, a wellness center on the Southwest Side.
It's important to know what your worth is, and it's difficult to know what that is if you've never kind of had a light shined on it, or people have not been in a position to tell you what it means to care about yourself, what self-worth is.
Through counseling, salt therapy, massages, sauna, fitness, and other holistic wellness services, Dukes is hoping to teach people, especially Black and brown women, about their own self-worth.
So I felt like I owed it to my generation, or to, those that were coming after me, my children, other people's children, to get healed.
Through her own traumatic lived experience, Duke's goal is to end cycles of generational trauma. Most of her childhood was spent in Inglewood. She says life was good until her older brother was shot and her mother became an alcoholic.
My mom would work all day, all night. When she wasn't at work, she was drinking, and I ended up being kind of raised by the streets. So I was the hood's daughter.
Duke says she was molested by a relative at 10 years old. At 12, she was human trafficked by people in the neighborhood. She also survived
Stop. Don't forget, it be our own. Why this stuff happen? We don't got God's laws. When we don't have God's laws, we treat each other horrible. She got did like that by people in the neighborhood.
First, her family at 10. That's terrible.
Yep. And then that's on top of what the people that hate us is doing. All the underhanded stuff that we just saw. So you got that, and then You got this cesspool of violence that's going on with us. That's why we need God's laws. Go ahead, finish it up.
Of domestic violence.
I was beat beyond my own mother's recognition. And this went on for a long time.
At just 13 years old, Dukes was pregnant, but she says becoming a parent of a daughter at 14 saved her life.
I wanted to live for her, but I still didn't know how. And so it was my goal for her not to become what I was.
Duke says she healed through education. As an adult, she earned her bachelor's and master's degrees. She has made a career as a licensed therapist.
I just don't want to be in a position where I waste all that pain. What's the point of going through it all if you are not in a position to help someone else? And I think that that's truly my calling.
The Awakening Aspiration Counseling and Wellness Center opens tomorrow at 1 p.m. in an old doctor's office at 81st and Southwestern.
The Wellness Center opens on Duke's 46th birthday. If successful, she hopes to expand one day and include services not offered in many communities of color, like nutrition, health, financial literacy, and cooking classes.
Putting together...
You could drop it. Hey, and I want to point this out too. That's the example of not letting your trauma destroy you.
Hey, she survived a lot for a reason. Somebody go out there and get her a flyer.
For real.
Straight up. Get her a flyer. Let her know what the truth is.
Can we address what she said, though?
Yeah.
What she said was you have to know your self-worth.
Yeah.
A lot of times with our people, we don't understand what our worth is.
We down
think
here, we under the
ourselves
earth.
is below.
Yeah.
But God, give me Deuteronomy 76.
Bring it
God
out.
looks at us different than that. And in order for us to understand what our value is, we got to first understand who we are. That's why it's so important for us to understand who we are as a people and where we came from so we can understand what our self-worth is. Go ahead and read that.
Deuteronomy chapter 7 and verse 6.
Come on.
For thou art an holy people.
You hear that? You are a holy people, you so-called blacks and Hispanics. Come on.
Unto the Lord thy God.
Read.
The Lord thy God hath chosen thee.
He did what?
Chosen
He
thee.
did what?
Chosen
The
thee.
Lord chose you. Come on.
To be a special people unto himself.
Unto everybody.
Unto himself.
Unto the white man.
Unto himself.
Unto your people that can't stand your guts.
Unto himself.
Come on.
Above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
Verse 7.
The Lord did not set his love upon you, nor choose you, because ye were more in number than any people. For ye were the fewest of all people.
Verse 8.
But because the Lord loved you.
He did what?
The Lord loved you.
The Lord loves you, you so-called blacks and Hispanics. He gave you a heritage. He gave you purpose. He gave you value in life. And it's up to you to be able to see that for you. The Lord chose you. Come on.
And because he would keep the oath which he had sworn unto your fathers, hath the Lord
First set of lockers, Pamela Nicole.
Hath the Lord brought you out with a mighty hand.
Read it again from the top.
But because the Lord loved you, and because he would keep the oath which he had sworn unto your fathers, hath the Lord brought you out with a mighty hand, and redeemed you out of the house of bondmen, from the hand of Pharaoh, king of Egypt.
Just like how the Lord brought the children of Israel out of Egypt, the Lord is going to do the same thing out of us in America. But we have to first understand what our purpose is, who we are as a people, what our heritage is, what we have to do, how we can rebuild this nation. It takes you to make the change. Just like we have made the change, it takes you to make that change, to see your self-value. Don't sit there and be under the foot of our oppressors no more. You got to understand that you are special into God. But it's up to you to see that self-value and that self-worth in you. Go ahead, officer.
Hey, get Isaiah 61 verse 1. Because I know we see all this stuff happening, but we showing you it's a light at the end of the tunnel. We ain't got to be what they portrayed us to be. All this stuff that's happening in this city, you don't got to succumb to this. Because you got a greater purpose.
Right.
Don't forget what we got to show next too, y'all. Isaiah 61 verse 1.
Yes, sir. Isaiah chapter 61 and verse 1.
Read.
The Spirit of the Lord God is upon me, because the Lord hath anointed me to preach good tidings unto the meek.
So these are the good tidings that we are preaching to you. You are the meek, you black, Hispanic, and Native Americans, you people of the west coast of Africa that then came here. The Lord is talking to you. You are the meek. Read.
He hath sent me to bind up the brokenhearted.
We are the brokenhearted. That sister was brokenhearted. She using her trauma as fuel to the fire to do something great. Now all she need is her heritage back. And the prophets of God can give you your heritage back. Give you that missing piece, that void that you got within your soul. Read.
To proclaim liberty to the captives.
We are the captives. We got brought here captive. We got put in captivity. That's biblical fact. That's historical fact. Read.
And the opening of the prison to them that are bound.
A lot of our brothers in and out of jail, in and out of jail. You think you supposed to be a jailbird. You not living up to your purpose, brother. This message is for you. It's time for us to wake up. Snap out of all this foolishness that they done put in our minds. Put them images up. Let them see them images. That's what the Lord raised you up to do. Raised you up to be a leader. Raised you up to be husbands, fathers. Know how to really deal with your children. Sisters know how to deal with their husbands. Brothers know how to deal with their wives. We wasn't built to be the way we is today. And the only thing that's going to change that is the word of God. So what are we telling you? Get Isaiah 52. Isaiah 52. What is the Lord telling us? Isaiah 52 verse 1.
Isaiah chapter 52 and verse 1. Awake, awake.
Awake because you sleep. All the consciousness we see, and you can't see that being a thug ain't where it's at.
Right.
All the consciousness we see, we can't see. Economics ain't going to change the black and Hispanic man mind.
Right.
Somebody always talking about money. You get the money and you still don't change. All that behavior we seen, because we ain't got God's laws. That's why we treating each other like this. Read.
Awake, awake, put on thy strength.
Your strength is God's laws.
That's right.
Yeah, work out. That's part of health. But your strength, your real strength, even them guns you got, that ain't no strength. Your real strength is God's laws. That's the strength he telling us to put on. Read.
O Zion, put on thy beautiful garments.
Read.
O Jerusalem, the holy city, for henceforth there shall no more come into thee the uncircumcised and the unclean.
When we do that, ain't gonna be no more uncircumcised or unclean coming unto us. Verse 2.
Shake thyself from the dust.
It's time to wake up. It's time to shake yourself from the dust. It's time to come back to God. This stuff we doing ain't us. Read.
Arise and sit down.
That mean learn. Read.
O Jerusalem, loose thy bands, loose from thy bands of thy neck. O captive daughter of Zion.
It's time for us to loose these bands off our neck. How we gonna do that?
Right.
With the word of God. Hey, y'all got some? Yeah, let's make sure we show that. And we don't just talk, we really about our people. So much so, hey, those of y'all that's watching, make sure if you see any of these brothers and sisters we showing, you immediately call the authorities. These are some of our people that are missing. All right, we are about finding our people. As it says in Deuteronomy 28, I think it's 41, thou shalt have children, but thou shalt not enjoy them. I may be quoting the wrong script. But though these are adults, these are somebody's children. These are people's children. This is somebody's child. So you see these people anywhere, call the police department, report it so these people can be found. You got any information, don't just sit there. We got to kill the stop snitching thing that been formed in our community. We got to stop not caring about each other in our community. And we got to get back to that unity that we once had. All right? So that was today's show.
That's right.
Hey, I'm Officer Asa.
I'm Officer Yokanan.
Officer Abel.
Officer Colai.
Officer Gabriel.
Hey, don't be making no cranberry sauce.
That's
man.
right.
I had to put it out there, man.
It gotta have berries in it though. Put berries in it. If you don't put berries in it, you in sin.
17, prophets on the scene. Wash your souls clean before we go into the gasoline. Took a while to understand. Psalms 111:10. Brother calling me from Mississippi, trying to build a man. I flushed 14 grams. It made angels rejoice. It made me and Satan divorce. No spousal support. I'm running the course with my hand to the plow. Now putting in the pebble the way Soldier James taught me how. Break it out. It strengthened my spirit when we in the building. Ain't no feeling like giving the precept for a precept giving. Preach. MOV condition. Teach. 7-second living. We